Alright, so now that the motor's tight, just gotta finish up the last electrical guy. So I'm just gonna cut him, and then I'm gonna do the similar like I did with the other guy here. And this will be the motor connections. So I'm not gonna bore you with watching me put fittings on wires again. Alright, so I made the connector here. So now I'm gonna measure from here up so I can make the intermediate cable to the dash. Alright, so now I got the jumper cable. It's temporarily that'll run through the cab. Let's test it all out. Got a battery here on the floor. So I'll get my accessory on, and that way, and then I got showing 12 volts. Hooray! This guy here, electronics, this is the one that should kick on the fuel pump and the ignition. Yep, fuel pump starts running. And then this guy here is for the starter. So you can hear that, so that's working. Turn the power back off. So that's a good sign for being temporarily kind of wired up. So now I need to wire up the fuel system, and we'll see if we can get it to run real quick with the cab off. Alright, so let's knock out the fuel. So here's the original line, right? I got a little adapter here. It's a 3/16 to 5/16. So it's got that weird metric size line anyway. It's probably overkill, but whatever. And I need to run a piece of 5/16 from the pump over. So let's go ahead. Alright, so I disconnected the choke from my little linkage that I don't really like how it works. So I can easily adjust it off and on. And then you can see here, these are just temporary. These are the cables here that'll go, instead of going to the dash that I'm sitting on the bench, they'll go up out of the way. So it's time to try and see how it does. So I'm going to test out all the wiring. Let's see here. So kick that on. I got good voltage reads. I should put this here in the camera's view. Can you guys see? There you go. Let's start. There you go. So I can turn it on. Kick this guy here on. I actually kick on my fuel pump, which it's running. You may not be able to hear it. And then this obviously is the start. So let's see what happens. All right, so it works. So that's good news. So now it's going to be a matter of, I'm going to see if I can make the choke wiring a little bit nicer. Then I got to find a belt for it. And then obviously, once I find the belt, then I can tighten down the plate for the belt tension, because right now this whole thing gave a little bit of gas, so we're kind of bouncing a little bit since it's not bolted down all the way yet. But that's good progress.